Hello and welcome to one of my first interviews here on TWSN, and I'm joined with a very special guest today, Luke Keaschall. He was just drafted the other day, and then will be drafted in the second round, number 49 overall by the Minnesota Twins. Happy to be here with you, Luke. And to start off, just had an amazing year last year with ASU as he had a 353 batting average, a 443 on base percentage, 1.167 OPS. Plenty of hits, plenty of at-bats in there, and he had 18 home runs, 58 RBIs. He was named second-team All-American, and now he's a pro baseball player for the Twins. So, Luke, to start off simply, how does it feel to be drafted?
It feels great. Thanks for having me first off, and it's an awesome feeling. I'm super excited to start my career at the Twins, and super thankful to have been able to be at ASU this last season and play for USF the 2 seasons before.
Perfect. And just on that draft day, where were you? Who were you with? And what was that reaction like?
I was just at home with my family, just mom, dad, brother, cousin, and grandparents and girlfriend. It was great. I got to see my name called, my whole family there, and I got a call from my advisor a minute before, so I was able to be prepared for it. So it was a good experience. It was awesome.
All right. Awesome. And before we get into more other stuff, just one thing I think is awesome. Just how does it feel to be drafted by the same team as your past teammate Ross Dunn, who was also drafted by the Twins later in the draft?
That's super cool. It's nice to be able to see some familiar faces, and Ross is a really good kid. We've gotten along well, so I'm excited to continue my baseball career with him.
Great. And just going back to your college career, how's that experience where you started off in San Francisco and then ended with ASU and had that great year? How'd that experience put you in the spot where you are today?
A lot. I grew a lot from when I was a freshman in college until now, and that has to do with the different coaches I've been surrounded by, the different players I've been surrounded by a lot. But at the end of the day, I think I've had a really good experience with it, and it's helped me be able to mature and grow through the ups and downs. And it's been a wild ride, but I'm happy where I am.
Perfect. And during that time, I know you had loads of teammates to choose from, plenty of coaches. Is there any standouts that have been able to push you to get over the hump of college ball to now professional baseball?
Like two favorite teammates of all time? Is that what you're asking?
Or you could choose teammates, coaches, anyone that just comes right to your head that you probably would be the first to think.
I'd say both my last head coaches have been huge. Nino Garantano and Lloyd Bloomquist have been two inspirational pieces, and then two of my favorite teammates of all time have been Owen Stevenson and Connor Burns. Connor Burns was a kid on the Orleans Firebirds I played with.
Awesome. So, and to talk more about that college career, I know that it was definitely a shift as you went to San Francisco. You said, was it your only D1 offer? I'm pretty sure, right?
Out of high school it was.
Yeah. So going from San Francisco, having great years there, and then being able to play in the Pac-12 at ASU, just how that competition, that ramp up in competition, helped you to get drafted so high?
A lot. Playing at USF was no slouch. I don't think it was a lot of fun. I got to play in the Cape 2 summers from playing there too. So you see a lot of competition there. And then just going to the Pac-12 was fun and great experience, but I didn't think it was too much of a difference in competition. That was never something that I ever really thought twice about. It was more just like, hey, we get to play the Pac-12 now. It counts as conference. When we're at USF, we play all those teams non-conference. So it was kind of just seeing familiar faces, honestly. But it was a fun experience. I think it helped me a little bit maybe, but at the same time, USF was great. I think being at ASU helped me kind of make a bigger name for myself maybe, but at the same time, I'm super thankful for both my time at ASU and USF.
Great. And then I know you could have been drafted by any team, and of course, no one's really going to complain. It's just getting drafted is an awesome thing. Do you have any opinions on being drafted by the Twins, or anything that maybe you have any connections to the Twins in any way from growing up or anything like that? How's the being drafted by the Twins feel for you inside?
It's awesome. I'm super excited to be a Twin. I've never really had too much of a connection before this to the Twins, just because I'm from California, and Minnesota teams you don't really have too much of a connection with down here. But for everything I've seen and everything I've spoken to them about, it sounds like a great fit, and I'm more than excited to get ready to work with them.
Have you been compared to any of the current Twins players? Like I know that they've had a strong farm system. I've had a lot of big picks lately. I mean, they've become a top team in the MLB. I mean, leading their division this year. So they're definitely a good team for the future, but have also been able to compile a strong farm system. Have you been compared to any players or anything like that?
Not really.
Yeah.
I haven't really spoken to them about that very much.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what kind of role they have for me, what position they want me to play, or how they want me to go about it. But whatever it is, I'll be ready for.
Yeah, talking about your position as just a power hitting second baseman. I know you've played more spots in the middle infield and and tried out the corner outfield spots, stuff like that. Just how's the versatility in your game, and also just because as a power hitting second baseman, it's not seen that often. We've seen a bit more of recently, but just how is that versatility, all that play into you being more of a unique player and someone that you definitely feel like will be able to help out a major league squad when you get up there?
Totally. I'm a hitter that can play anywhere. I'm not biased to any position. I've played the most middle infield, but at the same time, I can go play third and I'll be fine. You can put me on center, I'll be fine. You can put me on left, right, wherever your team needs me, I'll be ready to play. And kind of just makes it easier to get your name in the lineup every day. It's the way they look at it. So I think being versatile gives the club a lot of options of what to do with you. So I think that's a plus. But at the same time, I mean, like I said, I can play wherever they want me to play. I'm not biased to any of it. Just excited to be able to help the team in any way.
Perfect. And then just to wrap it up, what is something that you would want the baseball world to know, or just something maybe as like a second round pick? I mean, that's high. I mean, plenty of people, baseball guys, will probably know your name already by now, but just for the more casual fans, what do you want them to know now through this platform that they'll hopefully get to know when you're back up in the MLB? Just something that they can get a sneak peek for you about.
I'm not sure. I mean, one of the ones I go to a lot is I wrestled in high school. I loved it. Wrestling is a huge part of who I am and a big piece of the person who I am today. So I'd say wrestling is a fun one for sure, but I'm not too sure. I'm an open book.
All right, that's great to hear. Well, congratulations again. I mean, I'm hopeful that I can see you again. I know up in Minnesota and all the minor leagues up there, it's a bit far away as an ASU student, but hopefully you come back to Phoenix and check everyone out. I mean, also we do have the fall league out here, so hopefully, did you have any interest in taking part in that?
Oh, sure. I mean, I have no idea what my assignments will be like or anything like that, but the Arizona Fall League, I got to watch a couple games last year and it looked awesome. So yeah, definitely an idea.
Yeah, well, hopefully I get to see you play again, as last year it was awesome to see you play. And congratulations again. And I'll definitely have to keep touch and see how it goes for your career. But thank you for joining me again.
Totally. Thank you for having me.